Hello and welcome to episode 19 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. In the first match we'll be away to Manchester United, and in the second match we'll be at home to Liverpool. As you can see, we've been through a little bit of a rocky spell, so let's see if we can turn that around on today's episode. And the team to make the trip to Old Trafford is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the game against Manchester United, and it is Simon in goal. Back four is Chilwell, Botman, Silva and Mario. James at the base of midfield, Bellingham and Mount ahead of him, Sterling on the left, Neres on the right, Havertz up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant manager is suggesting if you carry your last performance into this match, we'll do well. I don't disagree with him. We're in decent form, so we'll outstretch the arms and say that. And let's get into the tunnel. How will you look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Middlesbrough? It's important to play well in every match. It gives us a better chance of winning. Simple as that. Am I confident of a good showing here? Hard to say. If we play our game, we'll be great, but it's going to be a tricky match. I think that's true. Big day all round. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion. Okay, let's get into the match and see how we get on against a very in-form Manchester United. It is Chelsea who get us underway. Antonio Silva into Mount, back to Antonio Silva, Jean Mario to James, back to Antonio Silva, Bellingham to Botman, Botman into Bellingham, forward for Sterling, ball over the top for Havertz. Havertz hits the post and he's offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But can we close this gap on the top two and cement ourselves in third place? That's the real test today. So far we've had the better of it with 20 minutes gone, so let's drop and encourage at this stage. I don't want to demand more. We're playing quite well. João Mario with the throw-in finds Mount, who's dispossessed by Rashford. He finds Otavio. Forward for Kovacic, who holds on to the ball, plays it back to Dalot. Dalot's ball is deflected. Botman clears. Sterling picks up the loose ball and comes down the left. Chilwell to James. Chilwell again. Sterling. James into Chilwell. On to Sterling, who turns, beats his man. Can he get a cross in? No, but he does find Bellingham, who does cross, and I think that was Mount who hit the post. And with half an hour gone, David Neres has picked up an injury, which was not ideal. I think it's going to have to be Abde. I don't think Mudrik's fit enough to last the length of time we've got left. So Abde's going to come on after 31 minutes. Hopefully he can carry on where the departed player left. And I am now going to make two changes at half time, both of which are going to be fitness related. In fact, do I need to? Probably not. I'll probably get away with this. 0-0 at half time then. Been very unlucky. You done nothing wrong. I'm going to go with that. So slight disagreement with my assistant. Am I going to change anything? I think we've got an awful lot of injured players. Bellingham's combination of aggressive and not very fit I'm not happy with, so I'm going to bring Fernandes on. He should be able to last 45 minutes. So we'll start the second half. We've used one substitute window already in the first half, so we only have 2 windows left to use 3 changes. So that's something to be aware of as the match progresses. Andre plays it forward to Rashford for Manchester United. Rashford dispossessed by James, who finds Botman. Fernandes to Chilwell. Sterling to Fernandes. Back to Botman. Plays it into Fernandes, on to Chilwell. Sterling to Havertz. Plays it out to João Mario on the right, into Abde. And somehow Manchester United get away with that. And I think the next changes are going to be... In fact, the next change on its own is going to be Mount. And then I'll make 2 together. Mount will be replaced by Hudson-Odoi. I'm going to take a chance. And then it's going to be James and Sterling the next 2. So Reece James for Cucurella. So Cucurella can go into centre-back where Botman is. And Botman will go to defensive midfield. Hudson-Odoi could be replaced by Kai Havertz. And then Hudson-Odoi can replace Sterling on the left. Sterling can come off for Mudryk. In fact, undo that. Sterling can come off for Moukoko. And those are all of our changes. So let's put those through and see if we can manage to at least hold on to a 0-0 at Old Trafford. And it's Antonio Silva. Plays it out to the right for Abde. And he shoots straight at Henderson in the Manchester United goal. So 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. Wan-Bissaka to Enzo. Manchester United come away with it. Eriksen dispossessed by Chilwell. And it's cleared, but Wan-Bissaka puts in a challenge and wins it back. McTominay to Nelson. Ahmad to McTominay, on to Eriksen. Chilwell clears. And it finds its way out to Abde on the right. But Malacia wins it back. Maguire into McTominay. Back to Maguire. Finds Nelson. Into Rashford. To Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side. His cross. Header by Rashford. Just over the top. And are we going to be able to hold on? It's looking a little bit less than certain. Let's demand more. See if we can manage to do something in the remaining 20 minutes. We're ahead on XG and ahead on shots on target, but it's been a pretty poor game. Can we manage to eke something out of it? Moukoko loses out and Eriksen can bring it away, finds Rashford, dispossessed by Cucurella. Unai Simon clears, but Maguire picks up the loose ball. He finds Nelson at the back, into McTominay. Nelson pumps it forward to Ahmad on the right hand side. Rashford's got to be offside there, surely. The moment the scoreboard says 1-0 to Manchester United, and the goal is disallowed, Rashford was offside, so it remains 0-0 with 7 minutes to go. Can we manage to find one more chance at the other end? Demand more, and let's see. Final minute of stoppage time, and no, but it does end. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 0, and I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home Premier League game against the league leaders Liverpool. Team for this one, Simon in goal, back four of Chilwell, Botman, Silva and James. Fernandes at the base of midfield, Mount and Bellingham ahead of him. It's Mudryk on the left wing, Sterling on the right and Kai Havertz up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is recommending, come on everyone, I know you all want to beat our rivals as much as I do. What am I going to say? I know how hard fought the rivalry is. Go out and play for the fans. I think I'll go with that. So let's pump the fists and go with that one. And it's largely gone down quite well. So let's get into the tunnel. First goal's crucial, right? Nice to start well, absolutely. Has the recent fixture list been challenging? I found it harder than expected. But at the same time, we knew these tough runs come up all the time. Raheem Sterling's been in good form of late and starts again. How happy have you been with his form? He's playing well and deserves to be praised. I hope he can put in another strong display here, especially against the team he used to play for. So let's see if he's up to the challenge and let's kick things off. So can we manage to make the most of our opportunity to go back into third place in the league? We need to win this match to do that. So Botman to Antonio Silva, Mount, Fernandes gives the ball away with a poor pass and Luis Diaz shoots wide. So thankfully we get away with that one. I think I demand more, but not yet. It's headed away. Botman collects. Is he going to get a cross away? No, Jones has robbed him and finds Alexander-Arnold, who is forced back to Fabinho. Thiago to Fabinho, into Elliott, forward and out to the edge of the area is Simon, finds Antonio Silva, James's ball forward, Havertz doesn't get there, Mudryk picks up the bits, plays it infield for Mount, who finds Chilwell on the overlap, Chilwell into the area, and plays it back for Mount, who finds Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has found the back of the net, and it is Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0, and we've played 10 minutes. So great start. Can we build on that? That will be enough to lift us into third spot in the table on 42 points. 5 adrift of Liverpool, who will remain top even if we beat them. But it does at least put us back within striking distance of the top of the table. And more importantly, in the top 4 itself. So Mudryk comes forward and Mudryk scores. So Chilwell gets the assist. I'm not sure it's really an assist. Mudryk did all of that work himself. 18 minutes gone, 2-0 up. And fingers crossed we've done enough to win this match. Just need to not do anything silly now. Sterling to Havertz on the right. Havertz gets to the byline, pulls it back for Bellingham, shoots, and that's saved by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. It is a corner. It's Mason Mount with a right-footed in-swinger. Into the middle, headed away. As Botman collects, finds Mount again. His cross is cleared easily. Bellingham, though, finds Fernandes. Silva to James, into Sterling. He plays it back to James. Sterling again. Sterling shoots. And we get a corner. And this time it's an outswinger from Mason Mount. Right-footed. Into the middle. And Alisson claims. And the highlight comes to an end. We've played just over 25 minutes, leading 2-0. Mudryk intercepts, finds Sterling, back to Fernandes, plays it to James on the right hand side. He goes outside, plays it into the area. Thiago heads away, but Sterling briefly wins it back. Robertson finds Diaz for Liverpool. Diaz dispossessed by Sterling. Antonio Silva, Mount onto Botman. Finds Mount into Mudryk. Finds Havertz, and Havertz shoots. Alisson more than equal to that challenge. And half an hour gone, it remains 2-0, but it's a Liverpool corner this time. And it's given as a penalty. I think it's on Luis Diaz. Unlikely to be overturned, and it isn't. And it is going to be Mehdi taking the penalty. And Mehdi scores for Liverpool. Mehdi Taremi makes it Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1, and they're back in it. So a demand more now is absolutely needed. And we don't really deserve to be ahead at this point. Behind on XG, even though we're ahead on shots on target. Yes, a huge chunk of Liverpool's XG does come from the penalty. But I think they just about deserve it. And let's see if we can secure the win in the second half. Keep working hard, I'm going to go with. Let's have a look at potential changes. I'm only going to make one. Chilwell coming off. Cucurella coming on. The rest of it I'm going to leave. I'm happy with our performance. So let's demand more again. Just to remind them that we do need the win. Luis Diaz for Liverpool to Robertson. Diaz again. Runs into trouble and we've won it back. Sterling forward for Mudryk, who gets it down. Mudryk can only find the gloves of Alisson. And the highlight comes to an end. So, I'm going to wait until the hour mark before making the next two subs. And I'm still not sure who that's going to be. But here we are on the hour, so let's make a couple of changes. Where could we do with some reinforcements? There's a few players beginning to tire. I think Sterling's probably one of them. And we'll bring on... Let's bring on Abde. He played okay last time. I'm going to drop Havertz out of the team and bring on Moukoko. And confirm those and get the match back underway. And then the final two subs will be made inside the last 15 minutes. Reece James round the outside. Crosses for Mudryk, but Mudryk is beaten in the air. Elliott gives it straight to Cucurella though. Mount into Bellingham, who shoots and cracks it against the crossbar. Alexander-Arnold with the throw in. And Taremi beaten in the air. Cucurella to Mudryk. Mudryk's ball forward finds Abde, who drifts out to the right and plays it into the middle. Moukoko with the finish. And is it 3-1 or is this going to be disallowed? I think this is extremely tight. And the verdict is it's disallowed. It remains 2-1. But that's encouraging that Moukoko was able to get in behind. So I'm going to wait slightly longer than 75 minutes. Wait till nearer 80. And we'll make the final two changes. As Antonio Silva finds Mount. Played forward for Mudryk, who is on the left-hand side. Mudryk to Bellingham. Mudryk again, and Mudryk this time buries the ball in the back of the net. And this time it is Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1. So I think at this point, I will now make those final two changes. and it's going to be Mason Mount for let's put Reece James into midfield. Mason Mount then can be replaced at right back. In fact, he can't be replaced at right back. Yes, he can. Callum Hudson-Odoi. It's not ideal, but he can do the job. And our final change then is going to be Jude Bellingham for Wesley Fofana, and then Fofana will replace Fernandes in the defensive midfield role, and then he'll swap with Botman. Doesn't like playing there, but he can do it, so I'll pop him in there for the last 10 minutes and he can just do a job and we can see out the win. Antonio Silva to Hudson-Odoi, played forward. Mudrik's in. Makoku's in. Makoku scores. It's 4-1. And we've got 9 minutes to see out for a brilliant win over league leaders Liverpool. And that has really helped our goal difference as well. So into the final 2 minutes, still holding that 4-1 advantage. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time. And there we go. There is the final whistle. Chelsea 4, Liverpool 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and despite encouraging results on today's episode, we are now 5th in the table due to late goals in other games around us. So we have 42 points from 22 matches. We're 2 points adrift of second, third and fourth place, so we are right back in amongst it, and as I say, only 5 points behind leaders Liverpool. So let's take a look now at where we're going to come back, and I think what I'm going to do is bring you back for the final 2 games of January, at home to Aston Villa and at home to Brentford, and I'll then show you the January transfer window business that we've done, if indeed we do any, and so that will all be on the next episode. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.